Good morning. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're new, hi, I'm Isabella. Welcome. Today I'm going wedding dress shopping. I just realized I'm not wearing my ring. I need to make sure I put that on. But today I'm going wedding dress shopping. It's currently 6 a.m. Oh, it's currently 6 a.m. and my reservation is at 7 a.m. If you're new here, in my last video I said that I am going wedding dress shopping today at an Anthropologie sample sale. So it is from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. I am getting there at 7 so that I can try to get the best selection of dresses. Yeah, so I'm going to be leaving here shortly to go pick up my fiance's mom, my future mother-in-law. And then my sister is going to be meeting us there, and we're going to get there at 7, and we're just going to start, I'm going to get measured, and we're just going to start trying dresses on. I mostly just want to get there that early so that I can try to have the best selection, so I can have the best selection of dresses. So I need to go put my ring on, excuse me, and then I'm going to drink like a little protein shake, and I think I'm going to go. Hey, okay, so I am back home now. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's a little after 11. And so yeah, so you went to the sample sale. So it is time to debrief, give my honest thoughts on the sale, and like basically if I would recommend doing this type of thing or not. So we're gonna go from beginning to end. So, I made a reservation for the sale and was told on the phone that I would be able to be there from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So me and my future mother-in-law, I'm just gonna call her my mother-in-law. We got there, excuse me, at 6:50. When we pulled up, there was a line outside of people waiting. So we get there, we're in line, and then 7 o'clock comes around, an employee comes out and says, basically, so that this isn't like a elbows craziness thing, we're only going to be letting 20 people upstairs, because like at the location that we were at, the wedding area was upstairs. Like letting 20 people upstairs at a time, but we're going to go ahead and let you all like inside to get out of the cold. So they let people in, we go inside, we waited in line inside, and then my sister showed up, she came, met us in line, and then I think we waited in line for, I want to say about 45 minutes before we went up. It may have been like more like 50 minutes, but basically we go upstairs. Now mind you, we had been in line waiting, and we had not seen anyone come down with dresses. But right as we were going upstairs, we saw one girl come down with a dress, but I honestly don't know if her dress was a wedding dress or if it was like what they call a little white dress. So a dress that you would wear to like a bridal shower or like an engagement party. I don't know what type of dress her dress was. It was hard to tell, but she was the only person that I saw come down with a dress. So we get up there, and then they have 3 racks. A rack that's $300 dresses, one that's $400, and one that's $500. We get up there, I immediately just bolt to a rack, and there's not much on this rack. And then there's 2 other racks. I'm looking around, I'm like, we literally all said, we were like, is this it? Because there was hardly anything there. Now, mind you, there were people trying things on, but still, like, there was not much to choose from. So at the rack that I'm at, I go through all of the dresses. There were like 4 or 5 dresses on this rack, and none of them were even in a size that was close to mine. They were all 14s. And so I'm like, okay. So then I hop over to another rack. I keep looking, same thing. I don't find any dresses in my size. But then my mother-in-law grabs a dress that she was like, I think this is the dress that you've been eyeing online. It's too big, but I just want you to try it on. So she grabs that dress. So we go to the dressing room. I try it on. I go like stand in front of the mirror, and it's the exact dress that I had seen online that I had wanted to try. It was in a size 14, so it was way too big, but I still at least got to try it on and get kind of an idea of what it would look like, and it was gorgeous. So I tried that on, and I'm talking to their alterations person being like, this dress is like way too big. Like the bust is huge, but I love it. Like if we were to try to take it in, what would it look like? And so we're talking to them, and then my mother-in-law and sister were like talking. They were like, we're not gonna let her get this dress, like it's way too big, like we're gonna figure something out. So then my mother-in-law goes and gets more dresses that had been returned to the racks, and she comes back with like 3 dresses that were in my size. So she comes back with this one dress that's like, it's like a $2,400 dress, but they had it at the sale. We found out because the zipper was broken. And then also because like the train was a little dirty, so it would have needed some dry cleaning, but she wanted me to try it on. So she comes back with that one. And then she comes back with 2 other dresses that I had seen on sale. Cause like basically the dresses that they had were dresses that were on sale online, that had sold. And so, but the sizing was very limited. So, but she comes back with 3 dresses that I think were all in a size 6. So she comes back with the dress that's like $2,400 and then 2 other dresses that I had seen online on sale. So I try on the one that's $2,400 and it is gorgeous. It is this gorgeous dress. I may use it as the thumbnail. So if there is a dress in this thumbnail, it's the dress that was like $2,400. I tried on. This dress is gorgeous. The train was absolutely amazing. It was a floral dress that had these like removable puffy shoulder sleeve things, like shoulder puffs. And it was gorgeous. But the one thing about this dress was because the zipper was broken, we weren't able to zip it. And so we would have, we were like talking about it. I'm like, okay, well, if I were to go with this dress, we can add a zipper. That's something that we can do. It was a size 6 though, so there was a little concern that it might possibly be like tight. Like it definitely would have been able to zip it up. We were like, it might be a little tight, so we might have to add like a panel to allow a little extra room to ensure that it zips up and I can breathe. So we're like, okay, so we would have to add a zipper, might have to add a panel, definitely have to get it dry cleaned. And then the other thing was because the train was so long and because there was so much material, we would have had to do some major bustling. But I was really considering this dress because it was gorgeous. Like it was a beautiful dress, but there just would have been a lot of tailoring and stuff that we would have had to do. And that would have definitely added up with the cost. But so the first dress that I tried on was the one I had been eyeing online. Second one was that $2,400 dress. And then I tried on another dress that I had seen on sale online. It was pretty, but it just wasn't my style. And the other thing was like, I didn't love the color. It wasn't like a white or ivory. It was like a cream tan colored. And it was pretty, but it just was not my style for a wedding. Sorry, my cat just like came running in here. It was not my style for a wedding. And then I tried on one other dress, I think that was a mermaid style dress. And it was like an immediate no. It was like a very pretty dress, but not my style. And so we just kept coming back to the first one that I had tried on. It was just like when I tried on that dress, I just like knew. And the other thing with that dress was like, it was just very clean, very smooth, very elegant. And it also had like a slip and not like a super obvious, like because it was like kind of a bigger like skirt. It's like you like open it and then there's like a skirt and then there's like the slit. So it's like very, very gorgeous. But so we basically, I had tried on all the dresses that I wanted to try on. I pretty much knew that the first dress that I had tried on was the dress that I wanted. And so then we were talking with the team, basically with the employees being like, I really love this dress and it's on sale online, but I don't know what size I am. So we took my actual measurements and then they pulled up the sizing chart for that dress online and they're like, okay, you would need to order a size 8. The bust though is going to be too big. So you're going to have to get that tailored because it's like my boobs are really small. So I was like, okay, well, we can do that at least. So, and then they're like, okay, scan this QR code. It's going to take you to the dress and then you can get free shipping. So then basically, I was like, that is the dress that I want. I love that dress. It's still on sale and it's going to be more than I would have paid at the sample sale, but it's still on sale. So I was talking and I was just like, I had been eyeing that dress for so long before the sale because it was a gorgeous dress and I will eventually show it after the wedding. But I ended up ordering that dress online. My mother-in-law prior to the appointment had said that like she wanted to help her and my father-in-law. But then my sister, which Alyssa, if you're watching this, I cannot thank you enough. My sister ended up helping. It was basically her gift to me, which was a huge blessing. Thank you, Alyssa. I cannot thank you enough for that. It was an unexpected blessing. So basically I ended up I paid for half of the dress and then my sister covered another good portion of it. And then my mother-in-law basically covered the difference. But so we ordered a brand new dress. And so it's supposed to arrive on February 4th. And today is the January 26th. So basically less than 2 weeks. My veil, we also ordered today and it's supposed to arrive tomorrow. Yeah, and so basically when it arrives, I'll be able to like try it on, actually see what my dress is going to be like, get a much better idea of the sizing. We'll probably just have to take in the bust a little bit, but otherwise it's actually going to be like my dress. So I'm extremely thankful that I was able to get a brand new dress. I was fully prepared to walk away with a sample dress, but I'm extremely thankful that I was able to get a new dress. But so it ended up being literally like a couple of dollars under $1,000. and it's a gorgeous dress, and I will eventually show it. But now I want to get into the part about like my experience with the sample sale and like if I would recommend it or not. So, excuse me, like I had said, I made like a reservation online. So the day that I got engaged, I went on the Anthropologie website because I knew that they sold wedding dresses. So I went on the website and I saw a little like banner that said, join us for our wedding sample sale on January 26th. So I clicked on that thing and it said like reservation RSVP is highly recommended. So I RSVP'd, and then like 2 days later, I called the store to get more info on the sale. And they basically were like, the sale is from 7 to 11. We highly recommend like, RSVPing online. And then I basically was like, what is like the price range? They said 300 to 500. They were like, we're going to have roughly 40 to 50 dresses to try, ranging from sizes like 6, 8, 10, 14, like, and then like all the way up to 22. We're going to have like a pretty good size. She's like, you can be there from 7 to 11, but I don't think you're going to be there that long because we're not going to have like that many dresses to choose from. And I was like, okay. I knew that there weren't going to be a ton, but I thought that there were going to be more dresses than there were, especially for how many people showed up. And the biggest thing that I kind of was like, I guess kind of annoyed about was the fact that like they didn't check for RSVPs. So when I was driving back home, I was like, what was the point of like making the reservation, the RSVP, if they didn't check it? Because it was literally like anyone could show up. And there were like a couple hundred people there at least. Like when we were leaving, there were tons of people coming up. There were not nearly enough dresses for how many people showed up. When I was there, I didn't actually see anyone leave with a dress, like at least when I left. When I walked into the dressing room, there was a girl wearing a dress and she was FaceTiming someone, and I'm pretty sure she was like really considering this dress, and it was very pretty. And then like when I stepped out of the dressing room in a dress that I was wearing, there was a girl in front of the mirror wearing a really pretty dress. It was like one of the dresses, like one of the best quality, like, or best conditioned dresses I saw. Like it was like not even like dirty. Like I was like, that dress, you need to snag that dress. And then there was like one other girl that I saw who tried on a dress in front of the mirror with a veil, and it was very pretty. But I don't think I actually saw anyone leave with a wedding gown. And it was like, you did like have like a dressing room to like try on, and like you could, go in front of the mirror, but it was very much like not an appointment. I knew it was not going to be an appointment, but it was, I think there just ended up being a lot more people than I thought there were going to be. And I think that was because I had like RSVP. And so I was like, well, they're probably going to like check people and like let the people with reservations go in first. And then it'll be like anyone else who just showed up. But no, it was like free for all. So it was definitely like a Black Friday thing with dresses. So I think what I would say is like for whether or not I would recommend doing something like that is if you are truly on like a tight budget, I would recommend going to a sample sale. I would definitely, you need to go in with the mindset of there's going to be a limited selection, and then also going in knowing that you are definitely going to have to get the dress dry cleaned. And depending on what sizes they have, if you happen to find something in your size or something that's only like maybe one size bigger, you will have to probably get some tailoring done. There was one dress that I tried on that actually fit like perfectly. It was the mermaid dress. It was like a perfect fit, but it just wasn't my style. But yeah, so at least that was my experience. I think I would say if you are financially stable and you are able to go and like order a dress, I would probably recommend going and trying to order a dress. Or if you find a dress that you try on and say it's on sale online, get your measurements and then have an employee help you find your size based on the size chart. Because at least for me, my waist is one size, but then my bust and my hips are another size, which is just like, that's just how my body is, and it's how it is for a lot of girls. But it's like my waist is a size 8, but then my bust is like a size 4. And it's just like, okay, so I have to go to the one based off my waist because I have to be able to get it up me. And then we're just going to have to take in the bust, which is fine. But yeah, so that's just something to think about. So so I have my dresses coming. I'm super excited to try on like my actual dress, and then my veil, will also be here, so I'll get to try that on. I'm super excited. It was a little chaotic, I will say. Definitely not the traditional experience of getting to try dresses on. But I would say if you are on a tight budget, it can be done for sure. But yeah, so I'm super excited. So I will not be showing my dress though until after the wedding. But then we got a quote back from our bartending service finally that we're hoping to go with. They quoted us $580 for 6 hours. And they would be providing like the water, and then we would be doing lemonade. They would provide the cups and do like all of the service, the setting up and tear down. They only quoted us $580, which is very reasonable, and that also includes the mileage to drive to our venue. And then I emailed them back just being like, basically just like, want to confirm if we provide the alcohol, this is the correct price. And if they say yes, we are going to be going with that service, because that is an amazing, amazing price for a bartending service, especially because like our venue, what they would be charging was like outrageous. But yeah, so that is pretty much the update for today. I have a wedding dress. It will be here in less than 2 weeks. I cannot wait to try it on. It was fun. It was fun. It was a little stressful, but it was fun. I just can't wait for my dress to actually like arrive so I can try it on. It's a gorgeous dress. I'm so excited. Yeah, so then just hopefully today we'll be finalizing our bartending service, hopefully getting that squared away. I think still the biggest thing that we're trying to figure out right now is just waiting to hear back regarding food. But yeah, we're just trying to get as much done now so that when it gets closer, we don't have to worry about it as much. Unfortunately, I don't have any videos to show from the dress appointment because it was so chaotic. Yeah, it was chaotic. If I'm able though to, I will put a picture of a dress that I tried on in the thumbnail. Obviously not my dress, it's a dress that I tried on. But yeah, so that was my experience. That's my update. Not really sure what the next update is going to be, but I will just continue making these videos. And if there's anything specific you'd like to hear, don't go ahead and let me know. Oh, I'm definitely going to be making a video of when I make our save the dates, because I'm going to be making our save the dates myself. So that video will definitely be coming in a couple of weeks. Okay, bye.